In this video, I'm going to give you 6 steps that you can do right now to get yourself prepared in 2023 for the summer exams. Whether you're at university, doing A-levels or GCSE, the principles in this video is going to be the same and apply to all of you. I understand that you've been relaxing during the Christmas period, taking some time off, needing those batteries to be recharged. No problem, I get it. But now is the time the game starts and we need to get the ball moving. So if you want 2023 to be the year for you, where you are going to achieve the grades that everyone else thought you were not capable of, where you said that you are going to do the things that everyone else thought you're not capable of, where you said that you're going to move on a high set when everyone else thought you're not capable of. But most importantly, you want to prove to yourself that you can get the grades that you want and achieve the things that you want. Let's get this video started. The first step is create a timetable if you have not done so already. Yes, you're coming back from a break, you've relaxed, you've got your battery charged, no problem. But now you want to make sure that you know exactly what you're going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Each of those days, what topics are you going to do? Each of those days, what subjects are you going to do? Each of those days, how long are you going to be spending time on? Make a timetable for yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't worry about what the other person is doing. Don't worry about what your friend is doing. Focus on you. What do you need to work on? Put that as a timetable, and then you want to make sure that you stick with it, because a timetable, what it will do is it will allow you to hold yourself accountable. Okay, thinking, okay, today is Tuesday. What do I need to do? What does my timetable say? I've got to do science. Whatever the topic is, whatever the subject is, you are holding yourself accountable because of the timetable that you put. The second step is cut out distractions. As we all know, I've said this many times in my videos before, distractions is one of the things that take our focus away. Distractions could be from your phone. Distractions can be from the environment that you're in. Maybe your family or your siblings are shouting and you can't concentrate. You need to cut distractions out, because when you're revising, when you're learning, when you're studying, it should be total focus for that period of time. As you're starting to cut these distractions, what you're going to realize and see is your focus will start to improve, because now you have nothing going outside that will distract you. If your phone is a distraction, take your phone and put it in another room. So when you're studying in your table or when you're studying in your desk, wherever you're studying, your phone is not next to you. Your phone is on another room, which means that you're not going to be checking your notifications, which means you're not going to see if your friends are messaging. You are totally focused and totally in the studies that you're doing. If the environment that you're studying in is too loud, find a different environment that's quiet, that's going to allow you to focus and stay focused for a prolonged period of time. You need to make sure that when you're putting these timetables and you're studying, that your focus and your attention is 100% in what you're doing, or else all of this is not going to work. The third step is more of a question to you: is what is your weakest subject? What is your weakest topic? And the reason why I ask that is you need to focus on those things first. The things that people normally struggle with, they move away from it because it's very uncomfortable. It's something that they don't want to deal with because it makes them feel bad, and they know that they can't hack it. But you have to do the opposite of that. If you're struggling with something, if you're finding something difficult, you need to put 2-3 times more work on that subject compared to the other one. Remember, there's no point of you focusing on something that you're good at. It's just an ego boost. If you want to get good grades or a high score overall, you need to focus on the weakest things. And by you focusing on the weakest things now, at the beginning of 2023, you have enough time to work on that. The worst case that you can do is forget about the things that you're struggling with and leaving it last minute. When you leave last minute, the pressure is different. You're going to feel the pressure more because exams are coming up. You're not going to be able to think straight because anxiety is high, stress is high. Now is the time to focus on your weakest subjects. Now is the time to focus on those things and make sure that you really cement them so that when the time comes towards the exam, you don't have to worry about it. The fourth step is to learn to deal with failure. Now, I don't look at it as failure, but failure is the word that everyone uses. So I thought, you know what, let me put that here. Look, when you're going to study, when you're going to do the work, when you're going to do questions, when you're going to do exam questions, you are going to come across things that are going to be difficult. You are going to come across things that are challenging and you're like, I can't figure this out. But the people that overcome those challenges, the people that overcome that difficulty, the people that overcome that uncomfortable feeling that, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this and this is very uncomfortable, those are the people that will be able to get the grades that they want. Do you know why? If you're able to take these challenging moments and look at it in a way where, okay, there's gaps in my knowledge. The reason why I'm struggling is because maybe I'm not understanding something and I need to double down. I need to go back to the books, go back to the theory and read and understand what I'm doing, because I clearly don't understand how to do this question. This is my time to improve. This is growth. Okay, I'm struggling with something. Good. If I'm struggling, it means I can learn. It means I can still improve. That is the mindset that's going to get you the grade. The mindset of, my gosh, this is too difficult, I can't do this, oh, okay, you know what, let me just go on my phone. You're not going to get the grade. It's not going to work. So when these struggles are going to come to you and these challenging periods when you're trying to study for something or revise or do a question and you don't understand, take it as a way of, okay, there's something I'm missing here. Maybe I have to work harder. Maybe I have to try and understand the topic more for me to be able to get this. And when you do that and you're able to look at problems in that way, like a game where, okay, there's a problem, let me solve this problem. When you solve it, I'll tell you this, you will feel so much better about yourself. You will feel so much confidence about yourself. The self-belief will start rising, and now you're going to tackle more and more problems and say, you know what, I can do this because my past has shown that when there was a problem, when there was a challenging moment, I surpassed it. The fifth step is be relentlessly consistent. There's no point of you doing a timetable and you not sticking with it. You have to understand that when you're doing this, you've got to be consistent. Yes, I understand sometimes in life there's going to be things out of your control that needs your attention, but majority of it, 80-90% of it, you need to be able to stick to your timetable. Because if you're not consistent, if you're just doing it for a week and then saying, okay, you know what, this week I'm just going to relax a bit and just not do as much, there's no point. If you say you're going to do something, whether you feel like it or not, you still do it because you're holding yourself accountable. The more you hold yourself accountable, I guarantee you this, your confidence is going to grow because now you trust your own words. You trust in what you say. And if you say something and then you don't do it, you're not going to believe in yourself. And that's where the stress, the anxiety, the lack of self-belief, the lack of self-confidence comes. You're not following through what you're saying. So even in those days when you don't feel like doing it, even in those days when you wake up and you're like, you know what, I can't be bothered to do this, do it. Even though I didn't feel like doing it, I still sat down and did the work because my timetable said I have to do this for this amount of period of time. I stayed, I worked, and I conquered it. And the last step is learn how to solve problems. If something is difficult, if there is a problem in front of you and you're kind of stressing yourself out and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, take your emotions out. Take a step back and say, okay, there is a problem here. I need to figure out what to do. I need to figure out how to overcome this problem. I need to figure out a solution or maybe solutions to solve the problem. Because the thing in life, if you haven't already seen, is you're going to have a lot of problems left and right. It's going to come at you from all angles. The successful people are the ones that know how to solve the problems. How can I overcome that problem so that I can move on? Most people, when they have problems, they just go berserk. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. And they get stressed. They get all emotional. Take your emotions out. If it means that, okay, you need to take a step back because you're too emotional, fine. Take a step back, let your emotions go down, and then think, okay, how can I solve this problem? If I find something difficult, where can I get help from? Who can I ask for help? If I need more practice, okay, where can I get resources from? Learn how to think like that, because the more you learn how to think like that, the more you know how to stand up on your own 2 feet. And again, it goes back to confidence. When you're able to solve problems, I guarantee you, because these are things I've done myself, you will be more confident. The aspect of you being able to rely on yourself, knowing that, okay, when there's a problem, I'll know how to solve it. I'll figure it out. That's just immense. When you do that, trust me, these exams that's going to come up in the summer, you'll be laughing. So I hope this video has helped you to kickstart your 2023 year. And remember this, everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.